these cable giants, these networks, they won't learn their lesson. I'm
Mm.
gonna set you up like this, Larry. Take a look at the quick news clip, then I'm gonna read you the article of what's going on.
Consumer news: Comcast is going to offer a bundle of 3 streaming services to customers. They're calling it Stream Saver, and it'll come with Netflix, Apple TV Plus, and Peacock. The CEO said today the bundle will launch later this month. He didn't say how much it would cost, but says it will be much cheaper than paying for all 3 separately.
So they say that in the beginning, Larry. Like I said when I started this video, I'm a back shot man. So they tell you they're going to save you on the front, but what's going to happen on the back end? Now let me read you what I got the prices. So let me read you what they're saying. Here we go, y'all. Key details about this bundle. Price. The bundle is going to be available for $25 per month. Individually, these services would cost you around $31 per month if you bought them all separate. Okay. That's coming to us from Comcast, Texas. Availability. The Stream Saver bundle will be available starting in the coming weeks, specifically targeting Xfinity Internet customers. This aligned with Comcast's broader strategy to enhance value for its existing customer base by integrating popular streaming services into its offering. Content. Subscribers to the Stream Service bundle will have access to Peacock Premium, which brings you live sports, hit movies, NBC, Bravo, blah, blah, blah. Netflix, you know what you get with Netflix, then Apple TV. Larry, I feel like they're trying to send us back to the KODI days because that sounds good on the beginning. It sounds really, really good. But what have we seen with this streaming boom, Larry? They all started out cheap. They all started out trying to help us cut the cord because it was killing us. And now they are basically trying to bundle these services to be another damn cable network. How long before people run back to the KODI devices and things of that nature? Because there's no stopping that, Larry. As technology get better, there's really no stopping it. And then I'm going to let you run with this, Larry. Back in the day when we would do KODI content, there was so many hypocrites out there saying that we're teaching people how to piracy and all that. All right. They were saying that when them same mofos was password sharing. And over the last 3 years, these companies have made it clear that password sharing is wrong. But them same voices I was hearing, and these people know who I'm talking about, are still password sharing, but had the nerve to turn their nose up at the content we're showing them. So, Larry, floor is yours. What do you think about this revolution they're trying to do in streaming TV?
Yeah, this is all a bunch of just BS. We knew this was going to happen. I mean, we saw the writing on the wall, and people were, as more and more streaming services came about, people just started to say, you know what, I'm sick of it. There's too much. Every time that I want to watch something, I have to go into a different streaming network. It's just, I mean, to be honest with you, when people have asked me, like, what services should I get? I have told them at this point, you're better off just getting cable again, because you already have to pay for fast internet, because the last thing you want to do is try and stream, 4K video and you have crappy internet. So you're going to have to pay for good internet, which is by itself is probably going to cost you, close to $100. And most of these cable companies have some sort of bundle that'll get you, the good internet and at least the basic cables for around the same price. But I'll tell you what I do. I have an American Express card in my pocket, and I have a Chase card in my pocket, and I have T-Mobile as my cellular carrier. T-Mobile gets me Netflix for free. It gets me Apple TV for free. It gets me there's I forgot. There's a couple other ones in there that I get for free. Now with my American Express, you get a $20 a month or a $240 a year credit towards different streaming services. So some of the other ones that are not paid for, I put on my American Express card and they immediately credit it. Here's the other thing. If you have an American Express card, you can get Walmart Plus service for free, the Walmart Plus delivery service. But if you have the Walmart Plus service, you get Paramount Plus streaming service for free. And so that's another streaming service you can get away without paying for. And then if you have a Chase card, you can get Instacart Plus service for free. And if you have Instacart Plus, you get Peacock TV for free. So basically, I'll tell you, I know all this because just recently I was looking at all my subscriptions. I was paying like $70-something a month, and I was like, how in the hell did this happen? And so I started researching how can I get different streaming services free. And I basically just I made sure that I had all the ones that I can get available through my cell phone carrier for free. And then the other ones I have had associated with my various credit cards that get them for free. So now I don't pay for any of them. I have them all. They're all basically free to me because the services that I have, like my credit cards, I'm going to have those credit cards anyways. And so I might as well use all the perks that come along with them. My cell phone service, I'm going to have anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and use the perks that come along with it. And if you guys have credit cards or cell services, look at them and see what they offer. I think there is, I think I do end up paying like $1 for like Hulu or something. I don't know. There's one of them I think I can do. But yeah. So
all right, yeah.
So, but you're right. As far as going back to the old days of KODI and stuff, some people I think are heading back there already. But you know, people still like the convenience of not having to sort of not having to
just
search,
like turn something on.
And that's one of the beautiful things when you look at some of the IPTV services and KODI and the Apple, the Fire Sticks, all that. Some of those things, not only do they get everything for free, but they put everything in one place. That's so easy. Right. And that's something that you don't even get with the legit services. Like you have, like today, I have like 10 different apps on my stupid Apple TV, and I have to go and try and say which service is this on, and then I have an app on my phone, Just Watch, and I'm pulling up Just Watch so I can figure out what TV show is on which service. You don't really have to deal with that so much when you go the gray market route,
Right. Larry, let me get some more people in on this, but before we do, let me bring in Atlanta's own Coco Chocolate, Monique Nicole. Try to say Momo in the cup real fast.
I'm so sorry. I'm late, Lamont.
Oh, it's all good. Your story last. We saving your story for the very end anyway. But of course, you're going to be able to comment on this because we're talking about all these streaming services are just ruining people into the ground, and Comcast is attempting to band together to make it cheap, but we don't think that's going to last. Moochie, go ahead and jump on in. Let us know what you think about all this.
You're on
mute. Mute Moochie. How did you say it quick? You still on mute.
On the phone. Or
there you go.
He called me. I'm sorry.
Okay, you good. Go ahead, Moochie. What you think?
I think it is going back to that because you got to see how many streaming apps you have between it is some is more than 3 or more. 3 or more, but I still have my cable. So it's like I feel like I just, you know how you cut it down? Yeah. I was like, this doesn't make any sense to me. And then I cut the cord for a while too, but I have other stuff that I do, like I send out faxes and things like that. So it was better for me to keep the bundle.
Oh yeah, definitely. I agree with Larry. Larry's gonna have to write down that little his strategy so that I can share it and make it a post for everybody.
Because I didn't even know about the other thing you was talking about with Instacart and was it Hulu you said?
Well, Instacart will give you Peacock, and then Walmart Plus service will give you Paramount Plus. And then if you have T-Mobile, you can get Netflix and Apple TV, and I think there's a couple other ones on there.
Yeah, And T-Mobile got it where you can bundle and get their 5G internet that I have at my house for $40 a month. And the thing is the box is the size of my phone. You can take that anywhere you go, anywhere, and hook it up. As long as it's a tower nearby, you get 5G internet anywhere you go. T-Mobile. Wow. I'm using T-Mobile internet right now.
Right.
I gotta ask you about that because it seemed like I'll ask you about that after we done. But this is good. This is very informative.
Yeah. What you got, Momo?
I'm glad we're having this conversation. I actually just had a conversation similar to this the other day. I don't have cable. For the last 2 years, I've had YouTube TV, in which I pay roughly 60 or 65 a month. Now, for me, initially, it made sense because, to be honest, my parents have cable, and sometimes their cable bills can run up to $200 nowadays. So with YouTube TV, I do get majority of the cable networks. Now, a little bit of finessing. Like I said, my parents do have cable, so when it comes to Starz, Showtime, HBO, I use their account. Streaming, I kind of have a lot. I have Netflix, I have Hulu, I have Paramount, I have Apple TV, what else is there? I have so many. And so I am at a crossroads where I'm like, okay, is what I'm doing still making sense for my pockets, or do I need to reevaluate my situation? And Larry, I might actually hit you up offline or whatever. But I want to know more about the Fire Stick versus this versus that. I want to kind of get an idea to see if what I'm doing makes sense, because it does add up, y'all. Like all these streaming services, it adds up. And I have a lot. I got Peacock, I got so many. So it really depends. But I do listen, I'm all about team finesse, Larry. So thank you for I have American Express. I need to look into some of the benefits that they provide and just see what I can kind of finesse my way and with a couple things. But I don't know. Is it, is this still better than cable if your cable bill is almost $200?
See, you got to find it. I don't know who's your cable people in Atlanta.
My parents have Spectrum.
I'm assuming they got bundles, because you can get basic cable. You can get a basic cable package for way under $200.
But however, they have the premium.
Right. They got all the premium. So they would, if they take Larry's strategy and maybe get like not Pluto TV, the other one I forgot. They could cut that bill in half and still get all that stuff. Here's what the streamers are doing that makes me so upset. And it's always made me upset with cable, but it makes me even more upset with the streamers and premium TV. This is what they're doing. Because they put themselves in such a rut, thinking that the next gold rush in TV was going to be streaming, they have now decided that they're going to make you pay for their service, and then they're going to make you have ads. And that shit burns me up.
Yeah,
I remember the first time I was looking at a WWE pay-per-view. It's called pay-per-view, meaning you pay not to see no damn commercials. Larry, why the hell I see a commercial in that bitch?
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't want any ads in my paid services, period. I don't like that.
No.
But they said that I'm sorry. They said that Prime was doing that, and it's against it's a class action suit that's going about that, because if you pay for Prime, you're not supposed to get commercials. So basically they went and moved the goalposts and changed the rules without letting us know.
They caught that quick. They rode that. So Moochie, I know Moochie's talking about the lawsuit, because what Prime did, they rolled that shit out and didn't tell nobody. They didn't get no email notification or nothing. And so a bunch of people woke up and wanted to know why they had ads. So the way they did it was you just was defaulted to the ad tier.
Exactly.
But you were still paying for the service. And then when they got hit with a class action, that's when they hurry up and send an email out to everybody else so that everybody couldn't join it.
In the ad free tier, basically gave you for the price of another whole streaming service. I mean, because if you have Amazon Prime, everybody gets Prime Video included with that. But then when they put the ads in there, if you wanted to go to the ad-free tier, it was like another $8.95 a month or something like that. I was like, that's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
I was like, that's crazy.
Let me tell y'all what it's called. Like, I don't want to pick on one party or one group of people. I'm gonna say elitists. Elitists always try to tell non-elitists, "Oh, don't be greedy. You shouldn't be greedy." This is fucking greed. That's all it is. This is fucking greed, because a streaming service does not make extra money if their fan base loves the shows they're putting out. The only way they make money is if they get new subscribers and hold on to them. And when they saw that wasn't working, they said, we're going to have to get some MF and ads up in this piece. I'll tell you an example of a company that said they would never do ads, and now they're doing it. Netflix.
Yeah.
They're doing ads too?
Yeah. They have a low tier that's ads.
I did not know that.
They can kiss my black ass because guess what? I'm pissed. Me and my family have one account for the last 5-6 years, and I moved into my home, and them mother truckers kicked me off. They're like, boo boo kitty.
Yep.
You don't recognize.
Yeah, but they kick you off, and then you gotta just get verified, and then you get back.
I had to get my own account. I had to grow up and be a big girl and get my own solo Netflix account. And then they hit me with the new tier system, and then I had to get the ads. And like, y'all, it's been a couple months, and it still trips me out because I've gone so many years without ads on Netflix. I mean, Netflix. It's very bizarre. It's really.
So Larry, I feel like, and y'all, I'm sorry to let this drag on, but we're trying to give you guys insight into what corporations are doing. That's all we're trying to do, and we're trying to help you make more informed decisions about what you can do with your wallet.
Larry, go ahead.
Larry, I feel like the only way they listen is if you do gray area stuff. Like, come on. Like, you can cut CEO and executive. Larry, there is no reason, and they're going to come for me for this. There is no reason that the CEO of these companies need to be making, I think one of them was making, I think I saw the list of all the streaming companies. The top CEOs of these companies, one of them was making $49 million a year, and the lowest one was $29 million a year, Larry.
That's pretty ridiculous. And I'll be honest with you, I think it's an obscene amount of money, but I don't really care how much, as long as it's not affecting my bottom line. Like, don't start pulling money out of my pocket.
It's affecting your bottom line. It's affecting your bottom line.
And that's why I don't like it. I'm like, if you're making all that kind of crazy money and you're pulling money out of my pocket so that you can have, an extra $4 or $5 million in your pocket every year, I'm not down with that. But here is the thing at this point. The way that internet costs and TV costs for most people, if you're paying for internet and you're also paying for a bunch of streaming services, just look at cable TV. I mean, I hate to say it, but we're at a place where it and I think cable is happy about this. They are, and I think on some level, because some cable companies own some of these streaming services, they are happy that their pricing is drawing people back to cable. Because if you look at it, like I have for my area the fastest tier of internet service, which is what I want and need, because I don't want to sit there for 3 hours waiting for my videos to upload. So once you have that and you realize, if I add cable, it's like an extra $5 or $10 a month. And then you start thinking, okay, well, now they've given me a cable bundle for like an extra $10 a month that comes with HBO and Stars and Showtime and some of the other premium services. Well, now, like when I started doing the math, I was like, okay, well, now I don't pay for Max, which is like $14.95 a month, and then I don't pay for for Stars, which is another couple bucks a month, and I don't pay for Showtime, which it used to be how much ever when they had the app. Showtime, they've done some jankiness recently where they moved off their own Showtime app and they rolled it into to Paramount Plus, and then they put it on a separate tier. So even if you have Paramount Plus premium service, you have to go to a higher tier that includes Showtime. But if you have Showtime on cable, you can still go and watch it on demand through your cable provider. So these companies are doing all kinds of really shady stuff. And it's gotten to the point for most people now where it just makes more sense to probably have cable. Wow. You know,
I know for a fact that the state my brother is in, they got rid of CBS, and that's how he ended up getting Paramount Plus. So he ended up getting it that way because Pennsylvania. Okay. They I don't know, for some reason, I think it was DirecTV. They got rid of they had some kind of.
They had a thing in New York too, and it was a big deal because it happened. I think it was around sometime. I think it was the NCAA. It was a couple of years ago. It was a big thing where they hadn't worked out the contract, and I think it was Comcast or somebody, and it seemed like they were holding off negotiations with CBS so that they can try and get it, so they can try and get them for more money right before the NCAA tournament kicked in. And they were just like, screw it, then we'll just be out. No, and they I think at that point, I think the cable company was offering people like free service, like the free streaming version of it, because they were in this contract negotiation, they couldn't work it out, so it went offline. And it was so bad that the politicians that were, they immediately got involved. They were like, no, this is bogus, because they couldn't even watch their game. So they squashed it not long after it happened, but it was such a big deal at that time that people started to wake up and realize how bad all this streaming stuff is and all this stuff with cable. And it's not, it's so expensive. It's so expensive, all the streaming stuff now. Seriously, when you look at your price of your internet and then you look at all the services you have, consider going back to cable.
Damn.
Because it might save you money.
It might save money. Wow.
Yeah. Because like you said, you're paying like $60-something for YouTube TV, and then you're paying probably another $50 or something for all your streaming services. That's $130. I don't know what you're paying for your internet, but if you're already at like $130 or something like that for TV services, and then you pay another $50 for internet, that's $180. I mean, at that point, you need to look at how much it's going to cost to get a bundle with cable.
So you can so this is my confusion though. If you get the cable, it's still separate from the streaming services.
Some of them, some of them are, but if you get your cable bundle, sometimes you can, sometimes they have specials where they'll give you like they'll bundle in free Netflix or free
Stars,
Showtime,
HBO
Max. Yeah. And so some of those services that you pay for on the streaming side, you won't have to pay for. Plus you get all the other services like all the other cable channels that you may watch, like NBC, Vice, TNT, Bravo, all those other ones, you'll have access to those apps as well. So if you're trying to watch something on the go, you'll have access to that.
Right. To me, it seems like it's better now, the cable, because you do have access with it in your home, and then they have their separate app too, where if you have a you can cast it to your TV.
Yeah.
Like if you have the app on your phone, you can go you're somewhere else, you can cast it to another TV.
Yeah.
Right.
So check out, I mean, I don't know who you have for your carriers, but if you guys are out there, if you have whoever your cell phone carrier is, check some of their perks, because some of them have it. I think like Verizon, I think offers like the Disney bundle either for free or at a discounted rate. Some of the cable companies actually have cell phone service now, and they offer some streaming service bundles. So there's a lot to be had out there. I say for free, but it's really, it's already sort of rolled into the price that you're paying for things already. So you just need to take advantage of the perks.
The good thing I will say with today's time, in regards to this topic is, you know what, we have options versus back in the day, we were limited. Now we do have some wiggle room. So I like that.
Yeah. And if you just don't want to do any of that, you can go buy yourself a super box.
Yep.
I mean, that's really what it is. I mean, they'll, like a super box will basically give you everything for free forever.
Yeah. So Larry can talk to y'all about that offline. Or if you want to get further knowledge, all you got to do to go to his channel. He's talked about this. He's got tons of videos up on this stuff. So go check out my man's channel.
Well,
that's
I had to pull him down because YouTube was.
Well, you can do the legit ones.
Getting on him,
You can, Larry, you can do the legit ones. You can make a video right now, tomorrow, and just talk about how you save money, and I guarantee you'll get over 1,000 views within about 2 hours. Just because people need this information, the legit way. We didn't say the gray area, we said legit. So let us know, y'all.